Today I'm going to show you how to do a removable quick weave, a glueless one so you won't have glue on your hair, with a closure. That's right, you can take this off and put it on. It's a nice protective style and it's real easy to do. So let's get started. Okay, so this hair is from a company called HJ Weave Beauty. I have 3 bundles of 18, 20, 22 inch. This is Brazilian straight hair. This hair is so soft, but it's not like that Dow Baby hair soft that some companies be having. This is like legit soft, like virgin hair, and it moves so nice. It's really nice hair. Like I said, it's straight, and I also have a 16-inch closure, which is straight also. It looks like this because I just bleached the knots on this previously, so I can save some time. Okay, so you're going to start on hair that has been freshly washed. All this hair, so we're going to braid this up to keep her hair healthy growing because this is a nice protective style for her. So I'm just going to blow dry this out a little bit before I braid it, just to get through it a little easier. Okay, so after you finish blow drying, she's going to wear this, and the hairstyle is going to have a middle part. So I'm just going to do a part down the middle, make sure it's straight, and I'm going to braid in a pattern going down. The braids that's really important is going to be the braids in the front. These 2 right here, and probably around the edges in the back, and then the rest of the braids are not going to be that important. So you can make those a little bit bigger. It doesn't have to be like real small or defined. It's just these braids in the front are just going to be a little big. So you want to leave the person's a tiny bit of edge out, not a whole lot, just a little bit of edges out. So I'm going to start with the plastic cap, and I'm putting this plastic cap on so the glue won't stick to her hair. So I'm going to start with that. Then I'm going to put on this nude cap. Now you want to get the nude cap that's like a darker nude than this. This is the only one I could find at the moment today. But you want to get the one that's like, it's like a shade darker than this, because this one I'm going to have to put a little bit of makeup on for it to look right underneath the closure. So I'm going to put this on first. And before I put the black cap on, I'm just going to put a little bit of makeup on this just to get it over with, just so it's not as light. So I'm going to just put a little bit of makeup on this, just where the closure is going to be. Like I said, you don't have to do this step if you get the other cap that's already like a shade darker than this. You don't have to do this. But since I didn't, I'm just going to do this right now. And I'm putting 2 caps on because I don't want it to be all thin and like the caps pop or whatever. Because this is something that you can keep and you can put back on. So that's why I'm using 2 caps. And I use the new cap just because I'm putting a closure on. It makes the closure look a little bit like a silk-based closure. So the first thing you want to do, you want to spray the cap with some Pump It Up spritz, because this is going to make the hair stick better to the cap. Since it has some alcohol in it and spritz is sticky, it's going to make it stick better. Okay, so you want to make sure you have the closure lined up with the middle part on the person's head. Definitely make sure you have that right. And this excess cap you're going to cut off all around here. You want to make sure that you're gluing it around where the braids are and not all the way out here on the cap, because this part is going to come off. So make sure you're putting it in the correct place on the front of the person's hairline. I'm only going to put glue on this part around here this is what I'm going. I'm not putting anything on the front or in the middle, just on this part around here. And you want to make sure that you're laying it down flat too, so that there's like no bubbles and stuff in it. So if you ever decide to reuse this closure or sew it on, this is what you always sew on anyway. It's not getting on the hair, so it'll be reusable. Okay, so once you have that thing glued on there, like this, we're going to get into the rest of it. So I'm just going to measure, cut, glue, keep going, all the way around, same thing. Measure, cut, and glue. Start on this back braid. Use a sufficient amount of glue, not like a whole lot. Get on there. You need to use your blow dryer to blow it to make it stick. Blow dryer. These wefts are like really good. It's really flat and really tight. So even though I did cut it, it's still not gonna shed because they're so tight and they're so flat. So it's laying like so nice and flat. So after you got all your tracks glued in, you wanna make sure it's dry before you pull this off. So you want to go ahead and blow dry the root part on a cool setting. Okay, so it's a removable quick weave. Let's go ahead and take this thing off. And first thing you're going to do, you're going to take out this plastic because this is the part that helps it, that's been helping it not stick to the hair. So let's go ahead and just twist that. You can see that this is what would have been on her hair if we didn't have this plastic cap on here. So just go ahead and just pull that off. I'm going to cut this black part off from under here so that this new part will show. I'm just doing this just where the closure is, not everywhere else. I'm going to leave the black cap on, but just where the closure is, I'm just going to cut that part out. So after you cut that little black part, the little black thing out from under just the closure part, still going to have the new cap underneath. We're going to go ahead and throw this thing back on. This is like the perfect little wig that fits her head. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this part off the front too, because it's in the way. So that's on there like that. How? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pluck this part a little bit because it's a little too skimpy for me. So I'm just going to pluck it a little bit more to make it look a little bit more natural. barely straightening this, and this is like straightening so good. I'm really just pressing up the closure since I had washed the closure. But the rest of the hair is like already straight. Now, if the client does not want to remove this every night, you can also sew this down like around the edges. That's why I made those braids small like that, so that you can sew it on if they want to keep it on and not take it off. But you can just reuse it when you're ready. Since this is human hair, you can wash this. Of course, you're not going to wash like the tracks, like the wet part, but you can wash the actual hair, and you know it's going to bounce back. You don't have to, like, you know, quick weaves you take them out and throw them in the trash. So this one you're actually going to keep. Okay, so make sure you check out HJ Weave Beauty. I'm going to leave some links in the description box below where you can check them out. They also have an AliExpress store, and I'll also leave the email where you can hit them up for wholesale. If you want to do some wholesale, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Filthy Rich Tresses, like my Facebook page, Filthy Rich Tresses. Keep subscribing to my channel to see more videos and updates. Thank you guys for watching. Bandit.